We're going to be recapping Mankind versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley, a.k.a. Mick Foley versus Triple H, from King of the Ring 1997 in your finals matchup for the King of the Ring tournament. Zach Cooper, my co-host, he's going to be doing his own video breaking it down. Go check that out. Hear what he has to say in his perspective and whatnot. But we're going to recap the match. We're going to give it a rating out of 5 stars. Zach does his out of 10, which is cool because you can kind of relate it in both ways. So, like, if I give something a 3 out of 5, it's most likely a 6 out of 10 on his scale if we're both in agreement. So, it's a good way to kind of, keep up with how we rate things. But, Mankind's doing an interview backstage, and he says that he isn't going down for anyone. And then he quotes something from a movie about being a king. And he says, "Have a nice day." Yeah, it's a Mankind promo, but his delivery with his character is great. Mick Foley is truly one of the best professional wrestlers and sports entertainers we've, seen. Very innovative, very awesome. Mankind ends up coming out first for his match, and they recap his semifinals match between him and Jerry the King Lawler from earlier in the night, and how he won his match with the Mandible Claw. Jerry Lawler's trying to roll him up for a pin. Mankind's kind of standing over him, and he takes his hand and sticks it in his gullet, man. Yeah, man, that's what he does. And then Hunter walks out with Chyna. They recap his match with Ahmed Johnson and how Chyna got involved and distracted Ahmed Johnson or whatever for Hunter to get the win with the pedigree. Mankind, early on in the match, is getting put in a couple of headlocks. He ends up countering out with some stomps or whatever. Hunter rolls out of the ring after an Irish whip attempt, and he tries to regain his composure. Damn, bro, the match already started, and you controlled most of it early on. Hunter rakes the eyes of Mankind. I've never seen this before in 1997, and he stomps out Mankind and follows him out of the ring. Once Mankind rolls out, Mankind starts to take control outside of the ring. They both enter the ring again. However, Mankind puts Hunter in the corner. He bites him a little bit, lands some punches. Hunter counters by sweeping the legs or whatever from underneath him to where his head would hit the turnbuckle. Hunter then hits a swinging neckbreaker off the ropes. The pace is starting to pick up a little bit here. Hunter and Mankind trade punches, but Hunter ends up hitting a clothesline after Mankind is running the ropes to regain control once again. Hunter's able to rain down some punches in the corner, and even though he goes well past the 5 count, the ref just doesn't do shit. What's up with blatantly breaking the rules in 1997, but because for certain matches we need a clean finish, we just can't end in disqualification? What's up with that? Where's the consistency, man? What's going on here? Hunter ends up distracting the ref, and Chyna gets a nice little punch in on Mankind. Mankind ends up blowing Hunter, but apparently the ref just didn't see it. Wow, we got blatant cheating going on here. It's been a theme for some of these matches in 97 so far. Mankind then goes to attack Hunter. He evades. Mankind gets hung up on the ropes, neck first, ear first, whatever. And then when he gets out of the ropes, his mask ends up getting forced off of him. Mankind then tries to get his mask back on him, tries to regain his composure, but Hunter hits a sliding basement dropkick and then ends up throwing him into the steps. They're back in the ring again after that point, and Hunter hits multiple, what JR calls them, the Harley Race knee drops, and he's working over the head of Mankind. And in between their commentary was bringing up how Jerry Lawler was trying to work over the head of Mankind. So Triple H, being a true student of the game, watches film, watches the tape, trying to dissect his opponent right there. Got some good shit going on right there. Such good shit. Or whatever that was that Vince McMahon said. I'm not even going to do his impersonation. My voice is killing me right now. Let's see. Where the hell was I even at? Mankind gets control. He hits a hot shot off of the ropes. Gets a 2 count. Mankind then hits some more punches in the corner and hits a running knee onto Hunter. That running knee that we kind of alluded to in the Rocky Maivia match. Mankind then tosses him into the other corner, and oops, there goes my computer. Tosses him into the other corner. Hunter's feet gets tangled up, and Mankind hits that signature elbow that he hits is Cactus Jack or whatever. Mankind does it too. Who would have thought? Same person. Anyway, I'm acting a fool today. But let's see, where am I at? Because my computer went out. Okay. Hunter tries to get control again. Mankind ends up hitting a back body drop on the Hunter onto the ramp, and then Mankind goes to the apron. He does a running elbow drop on the Hunter, who's laid out on the ramp or the entrance to the ramp, whatever. Mankind then hits a double arm DDT. China distracts the ref. The ref comes back to count, however, and it only gets a 2 count. Good job, Hunter, sticking in there, man. Hunter then goes for the pedigree. Mankind, similar to Jerry the King Lawler, tries to backdrop Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Hunter's hanging on by the legs. Mankind locks in the mandible claw. China breaks it up, like physically just breaks it up. And the ref just doesn't do anything. He's like, what the hell, bro? What are you doing, China? What are you doing? You're supposed to stand there and look intimidating. Why are you getting involved? Hunter then hits a neck breaker on the ropes or whatever, and he ends up gaining control from that distraction. Let's see. Hunter then takes his mask off and tosses it, him being Mankind. He goes to the top rope, and Mankind locks in the claw again, just, hey, refusing to die. Hunter then thumbs Mankind in the eye. The ref didn't see it. Again, this ref just doesn't see shit. And then when he does, he doesn't do anything. But Mankind hits an atomic drop and a clothesline, and both of them on the clothesline end up going outside of the ring. This is where things really started to pick up for sure. Mankind then goes for a dive on the Hunter, but China ends up pulling him out of the way, which means Mankind just crashes and burns right there. Hunter then whips Mankind into the steps while China is being, I guess, dealt with by the ref. But again, this ref just doesn't do anything. Let's see, yeah, Hunter whips him into the steps, and then he clears the announce table and hits a pedigree on the announce table. And the ref is dealing with Hunter at this point, and then China takes the steel scepter that the King of the Ring is supposed to receive in honor of winning the prestigious King of the Ring tournament. And she hits Mankind over the back with it, or top of the head or whatever with it. Hunter then boots Mankind off the apron after he gets up, still trying to fight. And Mankind goes crashing into an equipment guy, which was actually pretty cool spot to see. Hunter then brings Mankind back into the ring, tries to do the cocky pinfall attempt, only gets a 2 count. Hunter then hits the pedigree right after that for the win, and is now your 1997 King of the Ring winner. After the match, China is like harassing and assaulting whoever the backstage interviewer / ring announcer, not ring announcer, but the backstage interviewer guy who, you know, is supposed to do the honorees of giving the robe, the scepter, and the crown to the King of the Ring winner. So he follows through, you know, being respectful, even though China almost whooped his ass. And Hunter accepts the robe. And then the announcer's like, well, China kind of broke the steel scepter, so here's your crown. Hunter takes the crown and beats up Mankind with it some more. They leave. And you see Mankind slowly just trying to crawl out of the ring and trying to get back on his feet, and commentary saying he still wants to fight. He still wants some more. And to that, we end all of that stuff that happened from pre-match to the match itself to post-match. I'm going to give all of this 3.5 stars out of 5. This was a fun match. This was a ton of fun. I really liked it. I know 3.5 sounds low, but again, I alluded to this in one of my other reviews, the Dave Meltzer scale. I can't give everything 4 and 5 out of 5, man. I can't even give it 7 stars out of 5 like Dave Meltzer be doing. But this is 3.5. I really had a lot of fun with this. This is probably the second highest grade I've handed out to a match so far in 97. A ton of fun, man. And again, I'm trying my best to be consistent. I already know once we get closer to my time period, to when I became a wrestling fan, the scale is going to get broken eventually. But I'm trying to remain as consistent as can be. I had a lot of fun with this match. It definitely picked up the pace, which is a good thing. It wasn't slow paced, but the action at the end kind of saved it, like the Austin Hart match from the previous pay-per-view. But this was a ton of fun, man, and it was cool to see a young Triple H and how he was coming up with China, like getting to see that. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. Let's hear what Zach has to say.